because blessing. And I do blessing things, blessing. And when I do them, I always smile because blessing makes the world go round. Yes, blessing makes the world go round. Hola, creepy doves. Welcome to Bless.io, where we experience wild colors for chaotic harmony. And in this week's video, I create another one of my zombie girl paintings. You can see part of it back there, right there. So I create that, and yeah, I think that's kind of all I do this week. I also work on my collection. So if any of that interests you, then stay tuned. So I just finished one coat of varnish for this painting. It's been dry for a couple days now, but I'm just now getting to varnishing it. I'm going to put another coat of varnish on it tomorrow, and then I can photograph it. Or should I have photographed it before I put the varnish on there? I probably should have photographed it before I put the varnish on there, but it is way too late now. Because I just was like, I need to varnish it, and it never occurred to me. Because I do my photographs in like a photo shoot format. So like I gather all the things I need to photograph, and then I gather all my props, and then I put it all together and yada yada. And so it didn't occur to me to like do that with this one. So I used Gamvar gloss varnish. I have the little bottle because it was what I could afford when I bought it at the time, and I used this Creative Mark glazing brush for varnishing, not just with this varnish, but anytime I varnish, this is the brush I use. And I got it from Jerry's Artorama's buy it try it section. I could use a bigger varnish brush, but that costs money. So today is Wednesday. You can see I actually finally hung up stuff behind me. Not on this side though, because I ran out of stuff to hang, and I had to hammer in thumbtacks, which a lot of the thumbtacks kept breaking, and I have a little hammer. So a lot of the thumbtacks kept breaking or bending, and so it was a whole process. But I have some things hanging up behind me, and you can see there's some things hanging up on that wall, and there's a window. There's some stuff hanging up over there. So I have finally hung up my things, but it took forever because of the whole hammering thing, and I didn't want to use nails because there are some nails here, but I didn't want to use them. I don't have any nails to use. But that was the whole thing. That was Saturday, I believe. And today is Wednesday. Monday I edited my video like I usually do. Then on Tuesday, I was working on my website, updating plugins and stuff. Because if you don't keep up on that, like, it becomes very difficult. And I also created another email and scheduled it out to my email list, which I use ohwo.com for my email list platforms, because if you don't know, you have to have an email list for pretty much any sort of business that you do online, because otherwise your business is not really monetizable in terms of if you want to sell your business down the road. I'm not saying I want to sell Bless.io down the road, but having an email list, that is like a marketing goal. So I have an email list with, it's the Creepy Castle. So today I varnished that painting. Last night I worked on my first product for my product line. It was a greeting card. And so I was very excited. I got my greeting card done. I create 3 of each product, or I try to. When it comes to the paintings, it's a little hard because I run out of canvases. But I created 3 greeting cards of the same products so that you can like buy greeting cards and stuff. And that really made me happy because I don't know, I kind of got overwhelmed last week with my product line, and that's not good. So today I have some painting I want to do of like one of my products in my product line. And let me show you a sketch I made of one of the zombie girls, because last week I ended on like the zombie note. So it's like I'm doing 2 product lines, one that y'all can't see and one that y'all can see. So this page is blank because I'm going to do another sketch here of one of my zombie girls in portrait format. So here's the sketch. I used my Pentel color brush pen to ink it, and I did it all in pencil first. I used a Staedtler pencil, but it is of a zombie girl reading in her library, and I really like it. And I'm going to do another sketch over here. I did these in portrait format because I noticed my last 2 zombie pieces were in landscape format, so I decided to do a portrait style. So I just finished sketching and inking out this figure zombie girl, and I really like it. I found a reference. There's this website where you can look up a 3D model of the human skeleton, and I use that as reference to help me create this, and I really like it. I'm still learning the skeleton, but it looks really cool. And I didn't really do like a full-on background for this one, but that's okay because there really isn't too much room for one. I just have my plant motif and my eye motif. And I think that's pretty good. I just love the way she turned out. The idea was to have someone who has like a floating head and it be like cut off from the body. So I created like a floating head with the neck bones are like floating because that's kind of a style that I'm doing and stuff like that. And she's in a lace dress, which I need to add more lace elements to it, but I have to look at reference for that. But yeah, this is how she turned out. So today is Thursday. September 12th. And I haven't done very much today. Today hasn't been a very good day. So I woke up. It was like 7:30 in the morning because I had a really bad nightmare. I dreamt that I joined a cult. and I was trying to get out of the cult, but um the people who were trying to help me get out ended up leaving me in the middle of the road, and like all of the cult members, it was like a big cult, so it was kind of like everywhere you turn there's a member of the cult. And so the members had picked me up and was like, "Oh, we'll help you," because I didn't know that they were cult members because the cult is just that big. And they were like, "Well, we'll help you. We'll help you for sure." And then they take me right back to where the cult's like cult house or whatever it's called is. And I woke up after that, and I it was a bad dream. So it was 7:30. I've been trying to wake up early all week, but for some reason I keep waking up at like 9:30. I've been trying to wake up early because I like waking up early. I love my mornings, and I'm more productive when I wake up early. But for some reason I ended up crashing around like 10 o'clock or so. It was probably 10:30. I completely crashed. Um and I didn't wake up till like 2 o'clock. And I hate that because I've barely done anything today because like everything I wanted to do just basically got put on the back burner because I don't feel like Zia self today, and I just today was just not a good day. So that sketch that I showed you of the zombie girl, that's the only artistic thing I've done today. And I have a lot I have to do. Like yesterday was very productive. I did an 8x10 painting of one of my products in my product line that I'm working on. Um, and I was going to work on another 8x10 product today. I think I'm still going to do that. But I need to take, because these two zombie portraits of these two zombie girls I want to do in portrait style, but I want them to be 16 by 20 inches in size each because I'm trying to paint a little bit bigger than I painted before. Um, I'm slowly getting bigger, and I just would like to do that, but I have to tear off the paper, and I haven't done that yet because it's a large roll of paper, and it's like I have to, excuse me, I have to unroll it and like put down paperweights, and it's just a whole thing. But I need to do that so that I can paint. Because tomorrow is Friday, and I would like to show you doves. I would like to have you doves like watch me and like time lapse do one of these portraits. Because I think I'm gonna do the one with the books first because it was the first one I made. Um, and I just feel so blah today, y'all. Like I'm looking at you see me looking off to the side. I'm literally looking at my artwork of these two zombie girls as well as the painting I made yesterday that I can't show you doves. And it is making me happy that I have been creating even though today has been like a not so good day. Um but I don't know. I don't today's just not it. So it is Friday the 13th. Um, I had a hard time getting out of bed this morning. I didn't have any nightmares, thankfully. I just had a really hard time getting out of bed. I just finished taping down my next piece of watercolor paper from one of my zombie girl drawings or whatever, and it took forever because let me show you. So I have this large roll of watercolor paper. I think it's by Canson. I had bought it like with the stimulus check, or maybe it was one of my unemployment checks. I don't remember which one. But I had bought it like maybe 2 years ago, and I've been slowly using it to make like watercolor sketchbooks and whatnot. But the problem is I was using this paper, and wanted deckled edges for my pages, so I would tear it along the ruler or whatever. So I wasn't using like exact measurements, and every time you have to unroll it, it keeps wanting to roll back up, and it's kind of frustrating to work with. So I was trying to create a 16 by 20 inches of paper for this board right here. I've had this board since I was in high school, and it's got little clippies on it. You can tell it's really old because of all the paint and stuff that's on it. I was trying to create a 16 by 20 sheet out of that large roll of paper, and I almost got the measurements right. I measured it about 3 different times, and I kept having to erase and then remeasure because it kept being lopsided, because when you're dealing with the deckled edges, it's kind of hard to get a straight edge that's measured properly. And you can see I cut off quite a bit of remnants from the deckled edge, and it got a little crazy. And so this is like 16 by 19 and a half inches. So there's that. And it took way longer than it should have, and I feel really bad about it because I know how to measure things, but it's kind of hard when everything is like curling up on you trying to re-roll back up. And I used paperweights and everything, but it still was like really difficult. And so I'm just like, it's just gonna have to be 16 by 19 and a half inches. So here is how the sketch turned out. I decided to go with this sketch instead of the one of the zombie girl in the library, because I want to do the zombie girl in the library. I want that sketch to be on a bigger piece of paper. Yeah, I know. I just finished complaining about what a hassle it was to cut down this piece of paper, and I want to go bigger. But I'm trying to use up this thing of watercolor paper because I don't want it to go bad, and I just like using it. Like, it's a really thick watercolor paper. I have no idea what type of paper it is. I know it's Canson, but that's about all I know. And I think I got it from Jerry's Artorama. I think. So maybe, if I can remember what art supply store I got it from, then I can look it up and tell you like the GSM and all of that yada yada stuff. But I like the paper. I don't use it for watercolor because I don't think it's 100% cotton. But what I do, I take this paper, cut it down a size, and then I put my DIY watercolor ground on top of it. I have a video, it's an old video, where I talk about my DIY watercolor ground, and so I do that. But this paper, without the watercolor ground on top of it, it handles flash paint very, very well, and I really like it. So this is the sketch. It took forever to do, but it looks nice. get a zoomed out version. Yeah, it's really nice, but it took forever. But that's okay. It's 16 by 19.5 inches. And I know I want to do the next painting even bigger, but I don't know. I kind of like this size. And this board right here is only so big, and I have to like prop it up on this board. So I don't really know how big I'm going to be able to make the next piece. But let's zoom in. I did a lot. I love these swirls I made in colored pencil. I love how you can put colored pencil on top of flash paint. It's really nice. And I did this whole lace detail on the dress. Gave her heart boobs, half of a heart boobs, and of course the bleeding eyes, the brain. I love how the brain turned out, and I love this whole inner part of her body. I think that turned out really well because I was struggling with trying to figure out how do I depict the inside of the skeleton when it's still a body, but I think I did a good job. But anyway, this took forever, and I have been creating artwork for my product line that I can't show you, doves. And so I'm like really tired, and today is Sunday, and so I think I'm gonna rest today. I'm gonna end the vlog here. It has been a week of my life. I'm sorry you've only seen me create like one work of art. But I have been really busy with this product line that I haven't had a lot of time to create other types of art, and it's like double duty. Duty. What I'm doing here for like content for YouTube as well as creating a product line in secret. But I hope you enjoyed this piece that I made. I really enjoyed it. It might be my favorite one thus far, but I say that every single time I create a new one. So I got another zombie girl that I'm gonna do. I don't know how many zombie girls I'm gonna make. Um, It just depends on how I feel. But if you love this video and if you love my art, it would mean the world to me if you became a member of the Creepy Castle. Link is down below in the code up to at blessio.art/castle, where you get an instant 20% off coupon code on any item in my store. You get sneak peeks of whatever it is I'm currently working on, and you get to contribute to future product lines. It would also mean the world to me if you like, commented, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more art and related things to my life. If you could also share this video with your art-loving friends, that would be really good too. I love you, Dove, so much, and I hope to see you again very soon. Adios!